In this lecture, we're going to create our second page, and this is going to be a contact form. In this case, rather than writing text, we're going to use our Contact Form 7 plugin to create a fill-in-the-blank form that visitors can use to contact us via email without seeing our email address. So let's jump over to WordPress and get to work on that form. Here we are on our About page, which we created just a little bit ago. And from here, I can actually say Add New. And the next page is going to be called Contact. There we go. Now, in reality, I think all of this page needs is a shortcode to display the form. Now, what a shortcode is it's something that comes in square brackets like this, and then there's some name of a code. And what it is a little snippet that gets replaced with code or with HTML or whatever to build elements. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the contact form interface and build the form, and then enter a shortcode on this page to display the form. So we don't need that right now. We don't know what the shortcode is going to be yet. And I will say publish. So this is a very minimal page. It has a title, and that's it. Let's go jump over to Contact, which is the menu option that was added by Contact Form 7. And here's our contact forms. Let's see what we got. We've got one. We've got a sample contact form. Let's go edit that contact form. That might be faster than adding a new one. And here's what it looks like. You notice that you use these symbols and so on. This looks like a shortcode here. And then we're using HTML to make a label. So your name, your email, your subject, and then submit. This is perfect. But eventually we've got to go, where's the mail going to go to? Oh, it's going to go to the site admin email. That's really good. To your email. Do we have to? You can edit the mail template here for details. In the following fields, you can use these, your subjects, stuff like that. That's good. So it apparently already knows about me. Now let's test this out. Here is the shortcode for displaying the form. So let's go ahead and we'll triple click on here to highlight it all, and then we'll copy it. And then I'll go over to all my pages, and I'll edit my contact page. And then we'll come here to the content of the page, and we'll paste our short form. And the title is Contact Form 1. We might want to change that title. And we'll update this page. Now let's preview the changes, see what the form looks like. And here's what it looks like. Your name, your email. Now we can change any of these by going and editing that form. So we can change any of the titles. And if we don't want certain sections, like if we don't want to prompt for we want the name. So name, email, subject. Yeah, this is about everything that we want in a contact form. And then finally, submit. And it should complain that there's nothing in here. Yes, good. What we really need is to test this. We've saved it, and I don't want to test it on that little preview page. Here you see it's updated the menu. It updates automatically when you add new pages. It adds them to the menu. So this is kind of what our menu is going to look like. We're going to modify it a little bit in a couple lectures. But let's go to the contact form. Let's put Brian Jackson. Subject is testing. Now sometimes these forms won't send from yourself to yourself, so we'll see if we get this message in our email, and we'll submit. Thank you for your message. It has been sent. And then we'll come over here to my email. And here it is from my WordPress sample. Testing. And here's the body. It says testing. So the contact form is all set up. And it worked. That was a lot easier than I remembered from the last time I've done it. It automatically used the email addresses of the admin of the site and so on to fill in all the blanks. So we didn't really have to do a great deal. In the next lecture, we're going to look at creating your first blog post, the actual intent of this site. And you're going to be doing this over and over and over again. You want as many blog posts here as you can. You might want to schedule to have them come out weekly, whatever. We'll talk about all of that in the next lecture. I'll see you there.